Now let's check out TJ, man. TJ was tripping the other day. He kind of kicked off me, wanting to see what everybody got to say about Bill because he was tripping.
It was announced today, Bill Belichick, the 8-time Super Bowl winning head coach, is not a first ballot Hall of Famer. Fell short of the 40 out of 50 votes needed for induction to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in his first year of eligibility. An absolutely asinine decision, no matter how you look at it. Adam Schefter put out this tweet and said he got a text from an NFL executive saying the 10 people that didn't vote for Bill Belichick should be exposed. And they absolutely should. Fellas, what's you guys' reaction to Bill Belichick?
Yeah, I don't care. Say, so Adam Schefter got a text from an NFL executive, the 10 plus people who didn't vote for Bill Belichick should be exposed. What the fuck? This is crazy. Again, the Hall of Fame is not the good old boys club. The Hall of Fame is conscribed of, yes, GM and coaches and owners, but seems like for the most part, players as well. So the players outweigh, any other, category of contributor to the NFL. So in my eyes, it's not the regular good old boys club where if this decision was up to the owners, I bet you they would have had him in already. Now, do Roger Goodell, is he upset that that Bill is not in? I don't think so. Him and Bill was beefing. You ask me? Bill was beefing with Roger Goodell at one point in time. I think he had to take some money from him from one of them situations, shit like that. The lack of transparency, the disrespect. Again, what goes around comes around. Bruh, this goes for anybody. Remain humble. Stay down and remain humble. Because what goes around comes around. You're shitting on the same people that you're going to need in a few years. Bill, you knew you were going to have to get voted in by a committee that's prescribed of former players, coaches, GMs, and media members. You knew that. And you chose to rock it how you want to rock it. So this is the outcome of that.
Belichick, not a first ballot Hall of Famer.
I got some important information for y'all.
I got some ideas.
Okay.
Time out? No. Time in.
I feel like mascots should affect the over-under.
Ooh. Betting in space?
New customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets if you win.
Once a year I do a program that's for free. I started during COVID, and as they're shutting down all the stadiums.
The history of the sport not get in first ballot. And here's when I knew that the voters have to be exposed. Because Bill Polian, a former exec for the Colts, long-time exec, a Hall of Fame voter, he said that he doesn't even remember who he voted for. Pull up the tweet, please.
Yes.
He said he doesn't even remember. I'm going to read it, Care Bear.
All right, Bill Polian, you got it. You can't say that, bro. I think we went over this already. In an interview with ESPN on Tuesday night, Polian denied telling fellow voters that Bill Belichick should serve a one-year penance for Spygate. But he said he heard his fellow voters float that idea. But he insisted he didn't agree or disagree with the proposal. Polian said he voted for Kraft and even spoke up on his behalf during the deliberations, saying Kraft had no knowledge of the Spygate scheme. Polian added that he could not remember with 100% certainty if he voted for Bill Belichick, saying he was 95% sure he voted for the coach and a player, most likely L.C. Greenwood. I was shocked to learn Bill didn't get in, but Polian said he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. So, these guys, sometimes they're going to talk out both sides of their mouth, but he did not say, he didn't say he didn't vote for him. He didn't say he did vote for him. So he, you know what I'm saying? So he probably did vote for him and probably heard, through the grapevine, through a little birdie that he wasn't going to get in, that most of those guys wasn't going to vote him in. And it is what it is. Bill Polian probably just a spokesperson of this shit, and he probably try and wing it whatever way he can.
At the very bottom, he says Polian added that he could not remember
statement, Bill Polian, you're lying. And you know you're lying.
Okay.
You know you didn't vote for him. You know you didn't vote for him.
Nah, bro. Two things could be true. You know what I'm saying? He could be telling the truth where he heard it being floated around. And it's also being true where he probably did vote for him still. Like, why can't two things be true?
Don't lie.
Talk, T.
This is perfect because, one, Bill Belichick, and when I say this is perfect, it's because this whole process now needs to be overhauled. It needs to be overhauled. The whole voting process is guys that's in that probably shouldn't be in, and there's guys that aren't in that really should be in.
Chad Ocho Cinco Johnson should be in the Hall of Fame. TJ Houshmandzadeh, now he's on that cusp. Like, I can't really call it, but I know Chad's supposed to be in the Hall of Fame. We know that. Another guy that need to be in the Hall of Fame is kick returner for the Redskins back in the day, Brian Mitchell. Now let's take a look at Brian Mitchell's stats right quick. Now, Brian Mitchell is the NFL's second. This is the NFL's second all-time leader in total yardage, second only to Jerry Rice with 23,330 yards, thanks in large part to his 14,014 yards from kickoff returns and his 4,999 punt return yards. Both are NFL records. And his 875 postseason kickoff return yards are a record as well. So I know we got who's the other kick returner in the Devin Hester. So Devin Hester is a guy who was inducted into the Hall of Fame, I believe, 2025. So almost 2 years ago. So he was inducted into the Hall of Fame 2025 and as a kick returner. Now, he was spectacular. I believe he may have had the lead in touchdown or something like that. But the guy who came before him was actually this guy right here, Brian Mitchell. Now, if you look at the stats of Devin Hester compared to Brian Mitchell, Devin Hester does not have the second, and no matter how they came, right? But they play the same position. He don't have the second most yards of all time. This is actual yards that counted. Devin Hester does not have that. Devin Hester, let's see, Devin Hester. See, look, Devin Hester finished his career with a total of 14,455 all-purpose yards in the NFL. This total includes receiving, rushing, punt return, and kick return. Look at this shit. Kick return yards is only 7,333. Punt return yards, 3,695. Brian Mitchell has 14,014 yards just from kick returns. That's 98% of the amount that Devin Hester has for all yards, total all-purpose yards. He's almost double him in kick return yards. He has a whole 1,000 more yards in punt return. If you get in, inducted into the Hall of Fame as a kick return specialist. Receiving yards, 3,000. Total return yards, 11,000. That's just from these two figures right here. And when you add the receiving, you get 14,455. Yeah, man. Now, when you go to Brian Mitchell finished his NFL career with 23,330 all-purpose yards, which ranks second all-time in NFL history behind only Jerry Rice. Mitchell holds several NFL records. This is another reason why he should be in the NFL Hall of Fame. He owns several NFL records. He has this. These. All right. He owns several NFL records. He has the second most all-purpose yards for any NFL player, just behind Jerry Rice. He has the most kick return. Let's look at it. Let's check it out. All-purpose yards, second all time. Kick return yards, 14,000 NFL record. Punt return yards, NFL record. Total yards, total return yards, 19,013 NFL record. Then he got some receiving and some rushing. Mitchell also holds the NFL record for most career combined kick returns. He has the most kick returns in the NFL. Another reason why he should be in the Hall of Fame as a kick return specialist. His 13 special teams touchdowns, 9 punt returns, and 4 kickoff returns ranks second in the NFL behind Devin Hester. So he's second behind Devin Hester in total touchdowns for punt return and kick returns. How is Devin Hester in and not Brian Mitchell? It's crazy. He led the NFL in all-purpose yards in 4 different seasons, 94, 95, 96, and 98. He was inducted into the Washington Redskins Ring of Fame in 2009, but has not yet to be inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. It's crazy. I ain't mean to get off track. Let's get to it.
If you didn't vote for Bill Belichick, you should be stripped of your voting rights. Everybody that didn't vote for Bill Belichick, you should be. He's earned this, man. He's earned this. Like when you earn something, you should get rewarded for what you.
He earned everything he getting right now. How do you treat the people that you know gonna have to vote you in? Treat them like they shit, like their job was nothing. Give them the content that they needed to perform well.
Accomplished.
Like TJ, we can't just gloss over that, bro. You can't just gloss over that, man.
Same thing they did to T.O. Same thing they did to T.O.
Yep. It's not the same thing. What they did to T.O. was overly wrong. What they did to T.O. was overly wrong. They kept him out because of his locker room antics, which got nothing to do with the actual game. They saying Bill cheated, bro, twice, got caught twice. Got fined for it, lost draft picks. And his old man ratted him out, Eric Mangini.
T.O. should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer. He wasn't.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Anybody that did not vote for Bill Belichick should be stripped. They should never be able to vote again.
That's an incredible
They should
take.
never be able to vote again.
TJ mad
because
as shit.
they made this personal. Was it we on the baseball stuff. They felt like he cheated, so we're not voting him in.
Yeah.
Are you not going to ever vote him in now?
Might. Saying, nah, man, you never know. You know what I'm saying? You never know.
Yeah.
Because that's what's happened in baseball. The guys that cheated, they have yet to get voted in.
Yeah.
So now you're going to do this with Bill? Or did you not vote him in because he was mean to you in press conferences, and you're holding the grudge that he was mean to you. He didn't give you the answer you wanted. I don't know Belichick. I met him, said what's up, but for him and his
Bruh, stay down and remain humble. Never disrespect the help. Never disrespect the help. I'm trying to tell you, man, never disrespect the help.
family,
Bill, you needed help to get into that NFL Pro Football Hall of Fame. That help you needed, you shitted on.
bro, this is terrible.
Yeah.
Because he's earned this. When you think, you can't even tell the story of the National Football League without bringing up Bill Belichick. You can't tell the story of the National Football League without bringing up Bill Belichick.
Let me interject, because that is probably.
You said, you know.
Switch to TurboTax. File free in the app by 2/28. All 100% free. Now this is taxes.
Saturday, Alexander the Great defends his throne.
You know, from the 2000s. What about the New York Giants defenses
when he was a DC?
When he was a DC and he won.
Now, I give him that. Now, Bill should be a Hall of Famer, not only for the Patriots' success, but also the Giants' success when he was a D coordinator for Bill Parcells. So I give you that, TJ.
Two Super Bowls. He won two Super Bowls.
Yeah.
He made his name because of his defensive game plans, being the defensive coordinator for Bill Parcells.
Yeah.
That's where he made his name at. He was a guru then.
Absolutely.
And so, to me, you look at the ballot, you just go down the list. As soon as you see Bill Belichick, you got to put a star, you got to put a check, you got to put something. He getting in. I don't care who else. He getting in. When you look at the ballot this year, Drew Brees is getting in. Larry Fitzgerald getting in.
Yeah.
Those three. Everybody else, we'll see.
Yeah.
Those three got to get in.
Yeah. And here's the thing. And
Brees
said,
is questionable, man.
What you said?
Drew Brees is questionable. We'll talk about that later.
If you didn't vote for Belichick, your Hall of Fame card.
You should lose the privilege to recall not voting for him. You know you didn't vote for him. And I'm just tired of all these older guys that have been in the league for decades and decades and decades when he was with the Colts. So he probably feels a certain type of way. Bill Polian should not be allowed to vote anymore.
Yeah.
Period. You want to make straight up. F what the voters did. He going in anyway. That's what they need to do.
Only had one chip, and the one chip was the Spygate year. Bet. If Belichick only had two chips, and the two chips were Spygate year and Deflategate year, bet.
Hey, can I say something
Please
real quick?
do,
I'm sorry. I
T.
was
Please.
thinking about this. You know what they need to do?
What's that?
Real talk. This is what they need to do. Real talk. Straight up. F what the voters did. He going in anyway. That's what they need to do.
Damn.
They need to do this. I don't care what y'all voted. Bill Belichick is going in. He's going into the Hall of Fame this year. An executive decision. So whoever, they got to make an executive decision. He got to go in. He don't go in on the first ballot. The Hall of Fame loses everything that anybody thought it was. Prime been already saying this. Y'all putting these dudes in that don't belong with me.
All right. TJ's mad. TJ's one of the mad guys. He one of those guys.